Okay, I used my electric impact again to take these 6 bolts off, and what I did is I loosened them all a little bit, all the way around until they were out just a smidge. I noticed this thing wasn't coming, so I took my little ball peen and gave it a little tap, and it went zip. So then I was able to, it was kind of stuck on there, so don't take those all off and then peer down in it and then have this thing shoot off and hit you in the head or something. It's under considerable compression there. So you take that off, and you take your spring off here, and as we compare it with our other spring, it's about a ½ inch taller, maybe 3/8 of an inch taller. So I'm thinking this is a stronger spring. For some reason, when you're at altitude, you need a bigger spring. This is our stock spring, stock almond that the book calls for, and it also calls for on the snowmobile on the inside of the hood. It tells you what color spring, but I just ordered a stock Polaris spring. Also the weights, they say 10 MB, and I don't know what that means, and the factory weights are 1054s. So we're going to go back in with our factory weights. I also have new pins, and the nuts were held on with some Loctite, so I think I'm going to put some Loctite back on it. The nut comes off like this. It was very difficult. In fact, I had to use, I didn't have an impact Allen for it, 6-point, so I had to use a little one, and the only one I could find, I can't read the writing on it. I think it says 17/64, it might be 7/64. It's very, very tiny. I don't think it's 17/64. So it's probably a shade bigger than an 1/8. But it's not metric, because I've tried metric. It's all standard, and the nut's a 3/8. So the pin comes out, and then the weight comes out also. And then of course when you go to put those in, you're just gonna, same way, you put the weight in there and you put the pin through. You don't want to use any oil or any grease on it, because oils and greases they just stick. And then you put your nut on it, and then I'm going to put my spring on it, tighten that back all down, and we should have it finished here in just a moment. Pretty easy, actually.